So, real quick, we're going to get started on our next game. We're going to get rolling on Dragon Tales in just a second. But before we get into our next game, I got to give major props to Magic Beans in the chat. Guys, this is $500 from Magic Beans. With the donation comment, it's no date with yourself, but I hope it helps, which is a Mega Race reference because one of the prizes you can win is an evening to spend an invitation out with an invitation to spend an evening out with yourself. All expenses paid by YOU. That's the reference. So that's the date with yourself prize. Magic Beans, that blows me away. Thank you so much. That's 5 game challenges, by the way, right there. That's $500 if you guys are playing along at home. That brings us up to $1,506.62. I am humbled by your generosity, Magic Beans. Thank you so much. That means the world to me. Every donation means the world to me, but you know, $500 is a pretty steep donation. That's a pretty big ticket right there. If you've been holding on to that just for the marathon this whole year, thank you. It's going towards Driscoll Children's Hospital. That $500 is going to be able to provide kids with medical care, necessary medical tests, vaccines, you name it. It's going towards a great cause, and they can do a lot with that $500. That brings us, again, to $1,506.62. So we're now just less than $500 away from our marathon target goal of $2,000. We're so close to crossing that threshold now. We are closer to 2,000 than we are to 1,000 now. We're just barely, but we are closer to 2,000 than we are to 1,000. So we're rocking and rolling. We still got plenty of marathon left to take care of tonight. We got NSYNC coming up. We got Dragon Tales coming up. We got game challenges coming up. So stick around. We still got plenty of marathon left. I'm probably gonna cook the midnight oil with you tonight. We're probably going to go to midnight so I can get as many of these game challenges done as I can. That way we can make room for some more tomorrow, because you never know how many we're going to get. So thank you again, Magic Beans. I really appreciate it. So coming up next, we've got Dragon Tales: Dragon Adventures for the Game Boy Color. And it is... it's a game. We're going to be playing the Dragonberry adventure on the game. It's like there's like 4 miniature adventures on there, and they're aimed at a really, really, really young demographic. It's not possible to lose on the games. You wander around finding Dragonberries, and you can pass to the next level after you found X number of Dragonberries. So again, we are actually playing on easy mode for marathon safety's sake. I say that for all the games, including Dragon Tales, because the harder difficulty you put it on, the more things the game will make you find. If you put it on easy, you have to find 1 Dragonberry to advance to the next level. Any of them. There's like 12 or 15 on each stage, so you have to find a Dragonberry, and you can go to the next round. So I think that's the path of least resistance. It worked for Twisted Metal. It worked for Mario Maker 2. Whatever. You know, this is what we're gonna do. So this game is on Game Boy Color, and it's on the schedule because, like I said, the first time we featured it, I mentioned that there's a person very close to me who had kind of a rough few years in his life, where he got treated really poorly by some pretty shitty people, and he I don't think regressed is the right word to use, but he used to watch this show when he was a kid, and he kind of identified with it, so he went back to enjoying that and started drawing art of the characters, clean art of the characters, mind you, not R18 art, and he's thriving. I'm really happy for him now. He's doing a lot better. So this game is in his honor, and we played Dragon Tales Dragon Adventures one year, and we played Dragon Tales Dragon Seek for PlayStation another year. So I figure the Dragon Adventures one is the easier of the two. There's not as much RNG involved. I can't believe I'm talking about RNG in a Dragon Tales game, but there you go. Those damn dragons can be hiding anywhere. This game, the berries are always in the same spot. They don't move. So we're going to play some Dragon Tales Dragon Adventures now, so give me a second, we'll click back over and we'll get some Dragon Tales Dragonberries underway. There we go. It's Dragon Tales. There's no music yet, I don't think. There we go. I wish with all my heart to fly with dragons in a land apart. And then they disappear. They were never seen again. Okay, Dragonberry Days in 3, 2, 1, start. Actually, I think I just quit the game. I did. I pressed B. Whoops. Okay, let's do it for real this time. Dragonberry Days in 3, 2, 1, start. It's Dragonberry time in Dragonland. But wait! Where did all the Dragonberries go? Help find the Dragonberries! There's a whole bunch of crap to collect in this game. You only have to find a couple of things. There are 2 Dragonberries here. Find as many Dragonberries as you can. One, 2. Oh. Sonic speed. That's your tutorial stage. We gotta play as the kid for a second here. Only for a second, though. We can also play as Cassie, but I'm not playing as Cassie. We're playing as Ord. The level basically plays itself. There are 11 Dragonberries here. I got 2. This game is pretty leisurely, you know, you just kind of jump through the trees. You get kind of lost and fall down and start back over from where you were a second ago. Yeah, I've been here. Oh, the cupcakes are just bonuses to collect. They're optional. Just like the music notes. There's also crystals and gems to pick up later on in the game too, I think. Give you all kinds of stuff to pick up. Found 6 Dragonberries. It's just that easy, you guys. Just marching on. Yeah, here's the gems and crystals. I should also point out this game has one-button controls, so both A and B do the same thing. So it's like really easy for kids to learn how to play this. But you notice there's a spot for keys on my HUD. So on the harder difficulties, they do add keys. So this is a game that, like, young kids can play, but as they get older, they can still play it, and there's still some challenge there, I guess. There's no enemies, there's no pits to fall in. You can't die. You cannot lose. Nobody really dies on Dragon Tales. It just looks and feels like it. Dragon bonus. Tally it up, man. That's what I'm talking about. Get ready, only dragons can fly. So you have to play as Max and Emmy to get through that one crawl space. And you have to play as Order Cassie to get through that stage. Whee! Look how dopey he looks! Let's go, Ord! Gotta go this way. Follow the signs. Can't go wrong if you follow the signs. What are the names of the other dragons? Okay, Ord is the blue one. Cassie is the pink one. The two-headed dragon, the male is named Zack. The female is named Wheezy. The old wise dragon, his name is Quetzal. I don't know the name of the dragon in the wheelchair. I never really saw those episodes. I used to babysit my younger brother, my youngest brother. That's when Dragon Tales was like new, and he watched it back then. So he had some of the videotapes, but he didn't watch it when it was like 4 or 5 seasons in, however many seasons there were, because they didn't add the handicap dragon until like really late in the show's run. There's really not that many other dragons. Yeah, Necro's like, first I'm hearing about that dragon, about the one that's handicapped. Yeah, not a lot of people know about that one. He exists, I'm not making it up. They sell wheelchairs made for dragons. I'm pretty sure he doesn't fly either, for obvious reasons. Hey, cool boy, man. We're playing some Dragon Tales, Dragon Adventures. We made it to Turtle Rock! Hooray! Do they even have Dragon Tales in Canada, Fandramon? I mean, like, was there a channel that picked it up? Because it aired on PBS here in the United States, so I don't know what the licensing is like. It's made by Sesame Workshop as well, so I'm pretty sure if you got Sesame Street, you had to have Dragon Tales. Guys, that's time on Dragon Tales. Great job. You found the Dragonberries. Oh boy, I do love Dragonberries, Max. I could eat a whole barrel. So that's it for Dragon Tales. It's a quick game. It took us 12.5 minutes to beat, and I was still wandering around picking up shit I didn't need to pick up. But yeah, that's Dragon Tales Dragon Adventures. It's a fun little game. I mean, it's completely harmless. It's completely harmless. I actually have a copy of this game on my shelf over there for Game Boy Color, factory sealed. Factory sealed. I have a copy of this game because as it turns out, you know, the retro game store that I go to. They got some sealed games in for Game Boy Color, and that was one of them. And I'm like, it was like $12 or $15. I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna buy that for my collection of stuff, because how weird is it to have Dragon Tales for Game Boy Color sealed? How many people can say that they've got that? I don't know, but I'm one of them. And then I also got E.T. Digital Companion up there on the shelf behind me. We streamed that game. That game got a feature. That is probably the worst game I've ever played. E.T. Digital Companion. And I have it factory sealed. I've never opened it. I'm sure the battery on the cartridge is dead. I have that copy, and I have multiple loose copies, because here's my thing, right? When you turn on E.T. Digital Companion, it'll show the name, phone number, and address of the person who owned it. Because when you start the game up, E.T. will ask you for all that information, because the game is a personal organizer. So I thought it would be funny. It would be funny to take E.T. Digital Companion, buy a bunch of copies from like GameStop and from eBay, from sellers on eBay, and then find out who the original owners were, and then mail the copies back to them. So it's like a boomerang. You can't get rid of it. And I never really followed through with that plan. And now the cheap-ass batteries they sprung for in those cartridges are dying. And now I've just got a bunch of dead carts on my hand. I mean, they're not dead. You can play them, but the memory is not held anymore, so that's been wiped. So now I've got many copies of Digital Companion that are just kaput. And I don't know what to do with them all. I guess I could fix a wobbly table, I guess. I don't know. But yeah, that's Dragon Tales Dragon Adventures. If you're looking, if you got kids and you're trying to find some games for them that are easy and fun and colorful, and something where they can't lose, they can play it forever and it'll keep them busy, and it's a good time, give them this. I mean, this is a good game. This is a great game for kids. I mean, I played through it. I enjoyed it. It's a nice, relaxing little romp. I'm sure if your kids watch Dragon Tales, like, I guess it's still on TV. I don't know if it's on TV now. It's been like 20 years. But I mean, if your kids are fans of Dragon Tales, if it's still on like PBS or something like that and they watch it, get them this game. I mean, it's probably dirt cheap. They'll enjoy it. They'll have a great time playing it. It's got their favorite characters in it. You can play as all the characters. The game does require reading comprehension. They do have to know how to read, so there is some barrier to entry there. But it's written in very simple English, so they don't have to be a very strong reader to be able to understand it. But it's a great game. It's a great game. It's a lot of fun. A lot of fun. Hey, thanks for checking out Gatorbox on YouTube. We really appreciate it. If you like what you saw and you want to kick around with us live, follow us on Twitch, because we do this several times during the week. And if you want to support this channel, you can do so by subscribing right here on YouTube, following or subscribing over on Twitch, or even making a pledge on Patreon. Your support over the years has been tremendous. Thank you so much, and we look forward to seeing you in the next video right here on Gatorbox.